Playing the best MMORPG game in 2025 will be the best way to enjoy the whole day. Through this video, I would like to show the best of the best and pretty much worthy to anticipate, even some of the games that I will mention on this list. We'll have a cross-platform base, which is the best MMORPG that's playable on Android, iOS and also PC. Our team really needs a huge support from you all by tapping the like button. Please enjoy the video of Top 10 Best MMORPG 2025 for Android, PC and iOS, anime MMO, realistic graphic MMORPG games mobile. Architect Land of Exiles. Architect Land of Exiles, the new era of top MMORPG that was made by Unreal Engine 5 is coming up to mobile in 2025. Mostly, the developer will directly make it for cross-platform for PC, Android and iOS. Surely, they want to expand the player to a wider audience to play. This game has a realistic graphic with a great character customization looks. There are some job classes available to select like an archer, assassin, magician, elementalist and paladin. I love how the combat mechanism is really dynamic with a fast pace, making the game look so promising in hack and slash combat. The developer is successfully showing the actual combat mechanism in a perfect action. At first glance, it feels like the Black Desert remake. As usual, Korean games developer will always focus on the doll-faced character for a female and a gentleman looking for a male. Architect Land of Exiles has announced on G-Store as one of the best upcoming new MMORPG games for mobile and PC in 2025. Tanz 76. Tanz 76. This new anime RPG game has a pre-rare footage gameplay. Even they try to show us through the game's trailer, but we can't see the difference between the real one and also the cinematic one. That means the game's quality will be as good as seeing the trailer. It only shows us how the open world works, character design and how the skill really has a high level of visualization with an explosion, making the skill is full of characteristics. It's pretty unique when we can explore the world by riding the skateboard and are able to go along the street path. That gameplay will be everything we need. It's super smooth. The one thing that I think is pretty worth playing is listening to the music. Seriously, the music hit that hard with a higher bitrate and full of dynamic motion tune. Tanz 76 is the best anime MMORPG open world 2025 games for Android and iOS and also for PC. Blade of God X Orisol. Blade of God X Orisol. Surprisingly, it has so much update and I can see the huge difference within the newest version. Look at how aesthetic the battlefield arena with a great visual and decoration, making this game feel like one of the most realistic games on mobile. This game has a dark fantasy theme base where you can pick 3 different main heroes. When we reach a certain level, then the awakened armor will be opened up. The combat mechanism is absolutely top tier. We can do so many actions of counterattack, dodge and use the skill to break their barrier. In the game, we should try to be concerned about the stamina. Maintaining the stamina will be pretty crucial and don't let your hero be exhausted. Blade of God X Orisol is the best Dark Soul mobile game like with the best high graphic RPG game. Raven 2. Raven 2. Finally, this game confirmed to have an English version, and look at how the players are willing to play it in a massive number. But honestly, I've tried on the highest setting graphic, but the game's quality is not really optimized perfectly. I wonder if they can enhance more and make the visual look sharper on the mobile platforms. The main gameplay has an auto features for any action we can do, but the skill should be tapped manually. The UI seems like a PC with a clear icon on the screen, especially the skill icon position. I love how the game has a dark fantasy theme base, and we will find a lot of hardcore scenes between the knight and also the monster. Raven 2 is one of the best new MMORPG Android and iOS that is set in a medieval era, so the ambience is perfectly described and really on point. There are so many class selections we can pick like a berserker, warrior, mage, ranger. These all classes have male and female gender. Odin Valhalla Rising. Odin Valhalla Rising, one of the most realistic MMORPG on mobile that I think has optimized perfectly by the graphic looks. Even I play on mobile platforms, but the game's quality represents a PC level. I love how the medieval vibes are really on point with less building in the open world and how natural the landscape is, making the player feel what the medieval years look like. While we are visiting the plaza, I'm sure you will be amazed by the architecture building that looks so amazing. There is an additional action we can do, like gathering some material by cutting down the tree, getting some stone, swimming, and also we can hang on the wall or cliff and reach a higher location after. The combat mechanism is a point and tap, so the hero will stand still in one position and we only need to avoid the boss kill manually sometimes. Odin Valhalla Rising is the best new MMORPG games for Android and iOS. Final Fantasy XIV Mobile. Final Fantasy XIV Mobile, surprisingly one of the most popular games developer on the game history, which is Square Enix, is deciding to launch the newest series of MMORPG Mobile. This game's title will have more players on the mobile platforms because the fan base of the Final Fantasy is pretty massive in number. If you are a fan of FF games, I'm sure by the first sight you will realize if this game was made by Square Enix, it's pretty identical. With this graphic design, I'm sure they can attract the player to play it. As the PC version, it will have the same features as the boss fight, guild, PvP, and how we can explore the fantasy world of the Kingdom Empire. Some job classes have been showing, like a warrior, archer, mage, and support. The character design will have a combination of chibi and also male and female heroes. Final Fantasy XIV Mobile will break the internet record again through this game. I hope they will make it as the cross-platform MMORPG game. Blade and Soul 2. Blade and Soul 2. This game should be released globally now. Even though the game has an English version already, the game only can be played on a specific countries because it has a regional access. The gameplay allows the player to use a sliding action where we can use it from a higher landscape to reach a destination even faster. The combat mechanism is point and tap, it's quite simple. I feel like the monster does not respawn in many numbers, so I can assume the developer really wants to deliver the storyline as the priority. Rather than to build up the hero's power base when we reach a higher level, the awaken action will be opened up so we can transform ourselves into a stronger creatures. All of our abilities will be boosted significantly: the speed, power, defense, dexterity, and accuracy. Blade and Soul 2 is the best cross-platform MMORPG for Android, iOS, and also PC. Hinabi Abyss Angel. Hinabi Abyss Angel or Project B. This is one of the most looking action hack and slash game RPG for mobile 2025. Surely the game got an inspiration from PGR or Aether Gazier. But in this game, the player is only able to use a single hero in combat, so we can't switch the hero in-game, and also there is no support hero to help us with dealing damage. So the game is really good in combat with a super dynamic camera angle, fast-paced combat level, and how intense we can create a combination skill by combining a different action. Making a perfect dodge will make a great slow motion and get the best timing for hitting the enemy. I remember the game was only one time beta testing and our team has tried on finding the new information about it. Unfortunately, we didn't get any. Hinabi B Abyss Angel is the best action RPG hack and slash game 2025 for Android and iOS. CodeFa. CodeFa, this game is just a new release of his first beta, and I totally amazed with the graphic looks. I love how the game has an open world base that combines with a survival RPG. So it has a sandbox gameplay where we can explore the engaging world full of nature and such a green landscape. The combat mechanism allows the player to capture the pet from the monster we face. We should make them weaker to increase the successful rate of capturing. Once in combat, the hero will get a lot of help from the pet. He will strike the enemy randomly within the close range between our hero and the enemy. Building houses and crafting some equipment is part of the features we can explore. Anyway, we can ride a mount and fly along the sky by using a glider action. CodeFa is the best new RPG open world games 2025 for Android and iOS. Arknight Enfield. Arknight Enfield. I wish this game will release in 2025. I love how the game has a very good ambience and really a rare footage mechanism. So we will start on the unknown area that's full of abandoned factories. That vibes are not like the other anime, like full of green looks, but it looks a bit darker. The first thing that interests me is the UI looks way more clear and it makes the game become a premium looks with this UI. I'm sure the player will stay longer on screen on time. Anyway, this anime game has a semi-open world base where we can explore the world to find some hidden items and try to level up your heroes by hunting the monster, get the hero closer to the enemies and start your combat. All of the team will do an auto attack, we only need to control the skill of each hero. Arknight and Field RPG is the best new open world games for cross-platform. Cave. Bonus, Cave. It's pretty insane how this game will be released on mobile platforms. I don't know exactly when this game will release on mobile platforms because the gameplay footage look like it has a gorgeous graphic with a high tier visual will extremely attract the player to play it, and it will make a huge record of the most downloaded in the earlier launch. The reason why I guarantee it is because it has a lot of features that the other game doesn't have. We can use a skateboard, riding a bicycle or vehicle, using a glider in the sky. The NPC around us seem pretty alive because they all have a different pattern of movement. Cave is the best new MMORPG open world for mobile. These all are the best game MMORPG on Android and iOS 2025. Remember to give a like on this video and we really appreciate it. See you on the next video. Thanks.